Good morning and welcome back to my channel. My name is Leslie, and if you have not been here before, this channel will go over everything that I do on a daily basis regarding my journey to a veganism and plant-based lifestyle. I started this journey about 14 months ago. It did come out of a health conversation that I had with my physician. I was pre-diabetic for the first time in my life, and I also had high cholesterol. She went over some different things with me and shared some recipes and some magazines and just said, why not just give it a try? So I did. So I did follow up with blood work 6 months after the original blood work just to verify if I was doing things correctly, because I know when you live a vegan lifestyle, a lot of people say that you're not getting enough protein, it's going to affect something. So I went ahead and I did blood work 6 months in. My cholesterol immediately was all green, was no longer in the yellows or the red. Now the pre-diabetes, it moved a few points, and I would have to post maybe the before and after when I look at it again on what the numbers were. But once again, it was pre-diabetic, it moved a few. I can say that my follow-up, which was a year later, I was only 1 point or 0.1 away from no longer being pre-diabetic, if I remember correctly. So what I'm going to talk about today is I will share some of the items that I have on hand that is helping me along the way. No, I did not throw away or clean out my cabinets or my pantry. If you know me, my family is not vegan. My extended family is not vegan. So therefore, I did not trash everything. Once I ran out of something, just like my previous video that I've shared about products that I use for my facial routine, I didn't throw it away. I just shopped for cruelty-free non-food items. So on this part of it, on what I eat, I did incorporate some plant-based items. We're not going to talk about fruits and vegetables because that is natural. I don't have really anything here revolving tofu, but that is my go-to source of, if you want to call it meat. I use tofu for most of the things that I eat. I really try to stay away from the processed meats. I do have a few favorites. I probably will still share some videos about those, but that's not what this is about today. If you are new, it is January. So if you're on your vegan journey in January for 30 days, these items is what helped me. I'm not really brand loyal now that I'm looking at my items. Once again, I shop by price. I shop by ingredients. My go-to stores are probably Whole Foods and Trader Joe's. But once again, because I still have to shop for my family, I do hit the traditional stores. And if I find some items that fit for me, I do try to incorporate them for them. If they see the packaging, then they may not want to eat it. So I try to cook when nobody's present. And if they see this, they probably going to be, oh, we're going to have to watch her. But nevertheless, here I am. I will start with our favorite, nutritional yeast. Okay, so a lot of people live by this nutritional yeast. They say this can go on everything. What I use it for is the taste in my sauces and in my marinades for my tofu. Okay, it has 5 grams of protein, and the main factor is that it does incorporate the B12. Society says that vegans or plant-based people are lacking the B12 vitamins. For transparency, I do take a B12 vitamin as my physician suggested. And a lot of vitamins, B6, potassium, and 2 tablespoons is 40 calories. Some people put this on top of popcorn. I have not did that yet. I do use it in my skillet when I am doing mushrooms and spinach with a little vegetable broth to make it creamy and buttery and maybe a little cheesy. That's one of my favorites. So paired with that, when I do marinate my tofu, is liquid aminos. I do not have a soy tolerance, so I still do use soy sauce. Same thing. This is for persons who, this one I don't think, no, this one is soy. So they have coconut aminos. I've had that also for persons who are allergic to soy. They do coconut aminos, and I do like that one too. This one does have soy in it. It's called liquid amino. So paired together with garlic and pepper and onion powder, that's how I marinate most of my tofu. Another one of America's favorites, apple cider vinegar. Yes, it's January, so a lot of people are probably incorporating this with the weight loss, belly fat drink with the lemon and the water and the cayenne pepper. I'm not doing that. I do try to start off with water in the morning with maybe a splash of this and some lemon juice, just to get the kidneys cleaned out after you wake up in the morning. So as far as pasta and grains, protein pasta, once again, I cannot really remember what brand I like best, but I do believe this is one. With protein pasta, you may struggle with the texture or the taste after, but once you put sauces on it, it usually turns out very well. And then another one of my favorites, brown rice and quinoa mix. I do also like the bags that you pop in the microwave on 90 seconds, but this is what I have right now on hand. And yes, 1 cup is a serving. We know as Americans, we probably usually eat both of these at the same time, but 1 cup is a serving. Then if I need to sweeten something, I go ahead. This is my brown sugar, coconut sugar. I add that, and I don't have the maple syrup out, but I do have maple syrup. I also incorporate agave, but I don't have any of that on hand. And I also have dates in the fridge that I do throw in smoothies for sweetness. Now, one of my love-hate things is this egg replacer. So I bought this around the holidays when I baked my cornbread and I baked my sweets or something like that. I did recently try to scramble this. I grew up on powdered eggs at some point when my parents were receiving commodities. So I assumed this was like the powdered egg. If I did it wrong, I did it wrong, but this was not it. So once again, I do believe that this is just for bacon. Now you can also, as an egg, you can also, I think I have flax. Oh, you can also make an egg substitute out of flax. Okay. Also, this is my go-to cornstarch. When I fry my tofu, I use cornstarch. I also use this all-purpose bacon flour. It is gluten-free. I am trying to also be mindful of the wheat, but we know once again everything has wheat in it. You just have to read your labels. I do swear that wheat makes my joints hurt. My physician did also incorporate an inflammatory blood test, and I was not inflamed at the time. But I do believe the more I eat wheat, it does affect my joints, especially in my hands and my feet. I also recently purchased this. I have not tried it yet. This will be a sauce on top of my tofu. And once again, all of these items are either plant-based or just naturally does not have any animal products in it. One thing I do want to show, or two actually. This is my protein powder that I currently have on hand. If you watched another video, at the moment I am not brand loyal, just trying to see what works for me and what tastes the best. I am a year in, as I stated earlier, 14 months. So right now, this is what I have. I do like the unflavored. I do put it in smoothies, and getting the unflavored, if you do oatmeal, you can also put it in your oatmeal as extra protein. And for this one scoop is 20 grams of protein. Now, my favorite thing to get, you don't have to get this. This is a tofu press. I started off putting my tofu wrapped in a towel, clean kitchen towel, with 2 books and maybe a pot on top of it. And then at some point, as it was pressing, it hit the floor. My husband heard it, and as he does best, he surprises me. So he purchased this for me. I didn't ask for it, but it has worked tremendously. So once again, these are just suggestions, some basic items that I happen to have on hand. On what I started with, I once again incorporate different things. I do want to say I watched videos on YouTube when I first started. I took suggestions. I do not have recipes. I don't use a cookbook. I just throw things together, to be honest. Maybe in 2026, moving forward, I'll try to make some videos using a recipe. We'll see how that goes. So that's about it for now. So once again, please like, share, tell somebody, and don't forget to subscribe. If you want other options or videos, please leave things in the comment. And once again, thank you for watching. Please subscribe and tell somebody. Have a wonderful day.